Oh, good morning to everyone. I hope you all have not been on too long. Good morning to each and every one of you all, and welcome to beautiful Barbados, of course. I know you've already seen the main attraction. I was looking at myself, because you all don't like to look at me too much now, so I like to make sure that I can look at myself and say good morning to each and every one of you. And again, greetings from the Rock, a place we call home paradise. Before we start, I am so tired then. I don't know, these Thursday nights are just killing me. Last night I went to community, we talked a little bit more about that. And I also went to Mr. Impact as well, who did an awesome performance. But I'll be back with you all in a couple of minutes on that. But what we want to do is, I want us to spend a little time saying our Serenity prayer and praying for world peace. This morning, I don't look at the news at all, but I took a brief look at it this morning. And we all need to pray extra hard today, just for peace and for happiness and for direction. And hopefully for solidarity and companionship and everything else that goes with it. So we're going to show the world how we, the EMC, which is all of us, share our love and share our devotion and kindness. But before we start this morning, I have someone with me again, and she's there monitoring you all. So if you all make any negative comments, she's going to say, she said she'll put her finger up, 1 strike, 2 strikes, etc. So you know I have my person this morning on my side. So all you female warriors, guess what? I'm trying to convert her, but don't tell her, because she does not realize I am mama guying her. Please keep that between us, this is private. Anyhow, just to show you what we are doing this morning, combined effort again, EMC love, always, whenever I remember that is. You already know my brain is so full of dates and important figures and facts, sometimes I forget these little things. But what we're going to do right now, as I said before, is we're going to turn around now and say our Serenity prayer. Those of you who'd like to join us, please do. All others will be back with you in a few moments. Remember, this is not a religious prayer. This is a prayer for peace and guidance. A prayer for understanding of what we're responsible for, etc. So we're going to start in this direction here we'll be looking at this morning. And let's say our Serenity prayer. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. I barely made that circle of love because I was laughing at our co-star this morning, who was trying to run away from the camera. Little did she know that the Olympian was turning on her, so there was no way to get away, and then she finally quit, of course. As I said before, good morning to each and every one of you all, and welcome to beautiful Barbados. Those of you who are joining us for the first time, if you're seeing this commentary going on, you're unable to write a comment, it's because you're not my friend, or you're not a friend of a friend on here. They're the only ways you can actually comment on the live vlogs. If you're not a friend of mine, even if you're on here and commenting because your friend is on, I highly recommend that you come and join us. Send your friend request to me. Let me send our map to you, which is different from any other map you'll find in Barbados. Yes, it is Barbados, so it's not different because I put another island. It's just done differently than anyone else's. I'll also give you a little information on how you can get together with us and understand what we do and see what our purpose is really. Our purpose is simply to spread peace, love, joy, happiness, care, kindness, compassion, everything that's positive. It is a spiritual group. We all follow our own light. The important thing is we all follow a positive light, and we bring positivity every morning. The days that you're feeling down, we will lift you. The days you're feeling up, you will lift us. So come and share your joy, peace and happiness with us, please. Let me just get back onto the other section again. I know that you could remain here all day, and it's certainly not because of my background view. Obviously it's because of me, but I just want to say we're going to be switching now, showing a little bit more of Barbados. Hopefully you'll enjoy this as well. I do not know who was on for Q in the community last night. And just give me 1 second. I just want to look at myself here. Yes, you look good in the camera. Awesome. Yeah, I'm trying a new picture. As you can see, it's working very well. I have a smartphone and a smart mirror, and I am a smart guy, so it's all smartness right now. We can go on a little further. I look pretty good there. Yeah, so last night we did a Q in the community. We did a little bit of a vlog there. Nothing too intense, but it's a beautiful location. For those of you that saw it, thank you for being there. Thank you for encouraging me on. For those of you that have not seen it, please have a look at it. Ignore all the comments that go against me. Only comments that say things like, Nick is an amazing person. He's the most handsome person in the world. What a great job, Nick. We know you're an Olympian dancer. Anything like that, read. Anything else, please do not read. It's a waste of time. Try and keep it real, you know, as we do. As I mentioned last night at Q, I'll talk a little more about Q and stuff in a minute, but I just want to mention it for those early people that come on that may be going to work. I don't want them to miss it. Today and tomorrow, I have 2 pressing appointments. Both of them are going to take me out in the kind of time that I would normally respond to comments. So your comments today and your comments tomorrow will more likely not be seen after this morning. I will scan through them bit by bit, but I won't be going through as intensely as I normally do. So if you don't see an emoji or a comment, please don't think that I've forgotten you. It's just because I have these commitments. They're important ones, so I've got to really attend to them. But we will be carrying the vlog today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, we have some special guests. All right, maybe not that special because we always have the me, myself, and I on all of our vlogs. So our 3 special guests will be there as per normal. But we have a couple of sub-standard guests that are going to be joining us tomorrow. That's going to be war for sure, I know, so I'm encouraging it. Remember, I'm not seeing your comments today, so you can insult me as much as you like. I don't have to worry about it. I won't get any nightmares tonight about your comments. And I know they're all in love. My biggest foe on here that sends police for me and threatens me every day, that is known as Secret Police. Well, if she's on this morning, you know already that you can say what you want because I know you love me. And I have it all printed off. I made sure that you cannot remove your comment. I printed all the comments so that in the future, when I tell people that you send these lovely private messages to me, I will be showing them bit by bit. I have them printed. They're known as my testimonials from the Secret Police. Back on a little bit about tonight, and then we get back on to our tour itself, or our walk-in stroll. Last night we had Q in the community, said brilliant venue. It's going to be a massive place when it's finished. They're putting a lot of money in it. Under the whole tent section where there was dancing is all concrete. Have concrete walkways coming down. It will obviously be a beach facility. I'm not too sure exactly what they're going to be offering. If they're going to be offering deals to cruise liners or what, or to everyone, of course. But I definitely think it's a perfect venue. I think hosting Q in the community, although it was not completely finished, I would have to say it was a brainwave move because people are now aware of what it is. You drive past Bay Street, you see all these tents, you see all of the construction going on the beach, etc. You all know already I am not happy about beach construction, so I'm not going to go there. All I'm going to say is I say my Serenity prayer because I do not like to see the beaches having any construction on them, and this is definitely a construction on the beach, but by law they're above high water mark, so they can do what they want. But anyhow, that's just my opinion on it. But I think they have an amazing facility, and I think offering last night's community again was a great move because now locals and visitors are aware of what's going on there. Then we went on to, well, after I had a few dances, stepped on a few toes. Of course, as usual, my partner complained, said, "You're stepping on my toes." I said, "So what? That's not a problem. They feel good to me. They're making the dance floor extremely soft." I was worried about the concrete under my feet, but of course, with her toes under my feet, well, that worked beautifully. Don't mind that she walked off the dance floor in disgust. That's not really true. She didn't walk off the dance floor. She danced with the best dancer in the world. How could she want to walk off the dance floor? I got a little bit tired. I was trying to reserve energy for today and last night. Then we went on to Mr. Impact up at the Worthing Food Court. That was just great. We had some rotis from Aki, which were also awesome, the vegetable roti. And then we had some, well, not me, but my partner, again, had some potato and beef roti, which she said was absolutely delicious, massive roti. So kudos and good morning to Aki Tree. Thank you so much again for the delicious food last night. Thank you to 2 ladies that were working behind there for tolerating me because I gave them a lot of trouble. So much so that I think they begged me to come back again. They said, "Oh, are you going to be here next Thursday?" I don't know if they meant, "Are you going to be here because I want to spend Thursday with you?" Or if, "Are you going to be here because I'm going to call in sick?" I'm not too sure what that will be, but we'll find out that in time. They said this morning we are having our stroll of land and sea. What I would like to draw your attention to, though, is something that sort of like shows and emphasizes the erosion that's going on in the west coast. This is a drainway, as you would know. Anyone that is familiar with this years ago would have known there was a beach in the front section, so we really didn't get a lot of sea coming up through here. But look at where the high tide is going. You can see these rocks have moss on them, so they do have water on them all the time. So if this boardwalk was not here, there's no way you could walk in this section for sure. You see it's going right up inside at high tide. That's the surge that's going in. I'll give you an understanding of how much pressure is going on the west coast beaches at the moment. Actually, all the beaches in Barbados, but as we're on the west, we're pointing out at the moment. I know we've done a lot of west this week, but the west this week has been good for what we had, the low tides and stuff, and then the higher tides. It's been a great walk this week. I want to take you up to the first shopping centre, but it's a long way between the first shopping centre and the second. As you know, I do not like to talk too much, and I only like to talk about history and stuff around me. I really don't want to talk about the grass and the bush. And as I said before, I do not like talking a lot. Anyone that's coming on here that thinks I talk a lot, well, this is not talking a lot. This is a tired day talking, so I'm usually a little quicker. I actually had Bajans now asking me, what did you say? I don't understand how a Bajan cannot understand me, but almost everywhere I go now, they say to me, you know, like, what was that you said? Could you repeat that for me? I don't know what's going on there. And they say that I talk fast. I doubt that. I doubt that very much. Lots of drainage has been going on. Drainage sections have been laid out here over the last 2 years in Holetown. Anyone that has frequented Holetown in the past will know that this place floods terribly. It still floods because obviously with a high tide, there's really nowhere for the sea to go or for the water to run off of the land. So you still do get some flooding. But as you can see, all these trenches, those have not been here for like 3 years or so, would not have seen these trenches that they designed. This is designed to take the water through where we just walked. But as you can appreciate, with the lack of sand in front there and with the high tide, it's really not going to go anywhere. So there's still some flooding that goes on. Lots of African tulip trees in the background here. These big trees, they carry red flower. They actually hold water in those flowers. African tulip, sort of like lifesavers in certain places in the world. Absolutely beautiful, and they're in full bloom, lovely red flowers, just amazing. We also have a hibiscus avenue behind here as well. We will take that in one of these days. Not right now, but we will take that in one of these days. There's a hibiscus section, all the hedges and stuff. Then there's also a flamboyant avenue, which is called Flamboyant Avenue. And that is absolutely beautiful, all different colours and arrays of flamboyant. We will also show you that going forward as well. It's just a beautiful, beautiful day in Barbados. Don't mind me on the road. It's still beautiful. Look how quiet the roads are. Look at how quiet the co-star is. She's walking and enjoying herself. As you all know, she's been a lot of walking and a lot of hikes with me and strolls with me. Okay. If you say, oh, everybody's been good? Okay. So if I had a report, you all have all been good. Once more, it appears as though my threatened strikes, my threatened singing has definitely turned a lot of people around. They're being converted back to my side. Although you will never lose your strikes, although you will never come with the troublesome list, maybe you will not win it as often. Even the troublesome one, unfortunately, she comes out with me in the morning, and before she knows it, she gets a strike. I give strikes for anything. And remember, the in need of a strike list is real and genuine. I am not allowed to put strikes on you all for any comments that come after the live. However, I can make entries into my in need of a strike list, and we can action that whenever you come on next time. All you have to do is say hello. All they have to do is say they're watching. The strike will be played in place one time. Alright, for those of the island that wonder about Medicare and stuff, this is the Sandy Crest Medical Centre. It's 24-hour operation. I've actually had to come here before. Service was excellent. You know, they were the only ones open at the time when I needed it. I had to come from the south coast down here on that morning. But this is an absolutely great facility. You'll see there are all different types of arts and stuff here. Souvenirs being sold in this section as well. Just beautiful. We're going to take a walk through the shopping area of Holetown this morning, and then we're going to make our way back out for a swim. We're definitely going to have a swim today. Tide looks good, although it's full tide. It looks calm and fairly smooth. But I want to bring you through here because one of my main reasons is Bean and Bagel. They sell coffee. So you will know where you can get it for me. So this is one of the locations. They have an Italian house just up in the other shopping plaza. Numerous coffee outlets here. So if you think you're coming to Barbados and you run into Holetown to get away from buying my coffee, that is a joke. They also sell cheese as well. Coffee and cheese do not go well together, but it's a way that I can somehow make you pay more money for all of your offenses that you've caused me. So we will be doing that going forward. Remember, Bean and Bagel. All you have to do is say, Nick, I want to meet you at Bean and Bagel. I'll be here in the flash. There's no doubt about it. No matter where I am on the island, I'll be here waiting for him to open with you. Remember, I do sing better in the morning than I do later in the day, because in the morning my voice is fresh and I can just serenade you with my operatic singing. Something that everyone really wants a part of. I think that's why they're now going. Oh, somebody said cheese on bread. You're going to make me say that for the rest of the day now. If that is Jeremy, the billionaire, you're allowed to get away with that because, you know, me, you, and your lawyers and your investigators are best of friends, buddies. You know, it goes, you gotta have the right person in your pocket at all times. Oh, did I say that? Sorry. I meant you have to have the right person in your group at all times. I don't know where the pocket part came from, so ignore that, please, billionaire. Let that one go. I see one of my friends on here, Nolan. Nolan, good morning to you, my brother. I don't like to call a lot of names, but when you come on, I like to call your name. Good morning to you. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope you're enjoying this walk that's talking about absolutely nothing of importance. Just a beautiful, beautiful morning. All right, this year's Holetown Festival, in case you're not familiar with that, we have a festival that commemorates our first settlers here in Barbados. That is always held in February. From what I saw this morning, the dates are the 12th to the 19th of February. It's a week-long event, starts at church service. Then you have motorcades of very old antique cars, all types of calypso and well-dressed people, tons and tons of souvenirs and handicraft and arts and everything being displayed in the Holetown area. It generally starts in this area here by Sandy Crest where all the booths are set up, and then it works its way right down to Lime Grove into that general area. But it's a week long of activities, so if you want something cultural and you're here in February, remember those dates, the 12th to the 19th, so come and enjoy that. Lots of fun, lots of frolicking. I will definitely be down here to cover it without a doubt, so I don't know in what capacity, but we will be here for sure. We're trying to incorporate more and more activities into our vlogs. Obviously our foundation is the morning. You know, if you start with the foundation, the rest of the day will go well, and that's why we start with our peace and serenity on the morning and enjoy walking areas without too much traffic and congestion. Opposite from here is what used to be the Sunset Crest Beach Club. It is now Paul Owen's restaurant and beach facility. So you can go there, it's a one-stop shop. You can go and spend the entire day there, spend the night there as well. They're open for lunches, dinners, breakfast, so you can always give them a call. Remember, that is Paul Owen's, the beach house at Paul Owen's. Years ago, Baku nightclub, sorry, and numerous other nightclubs were in there as well. That was in the bottom floor. This is the place that I used to come in the, I would say, well, I can't say the dates, because if I say dates, somebody's going to tell me a whole set of nonsense. But I used to come here and watch the Merry Men and Ivory and Sand Pebbles and all the big bands used to perform here, because Sunset Crest was set up basically, well, not only for, but mainly for a Canadian travel agency used to come here. A massive amount of people, all of these villas in the back section which were being sold over or used for Airbnb. We would see a little bit of one there. These were all where all the Canadians used to stay. Down here was always buzzing, a mass of people. The entertainment was at the beach club itself. Lots of live shows, lots of live performances, fair eating, etc. I don't know what really goes on at the moment, but I do know that it is very, very popular with people. Okay, here we go again, just grilling, and guess what they serve? Coffee, 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 coffee. Just in case you did not know what I was talking about, this is where you can come and take me as well. As you can see, you have many options. I am not limiting you to any. Wherever you want. Actually, you know what we could do? We could do a coffee shop browse. If you're feeling rich like the billionaire, we can start up here with being a bagel. We can work ourselves to just grilling, and we can work our way through the whole of Holetown. We can have a day of coffee. So if you owe me a lot of strikes, well, you know what you can do. This is a good location to come. I would say St. Lawrence Gap, just as good as well. However, down here in Holetown is a beautiful place. Quiet like this here right now, but will not be quiet later on. It's usually very, very busy. As I've been talking for a long time, you have to forgive me, but I just got to do something. Hold on a sec. Yes. How gorgeous. Beautiful. He's a lovely looking fella. I know a lot of you all objected to camera time, saying it was showing off. As you can see, I'm not using camera time now. So this is not showing off, of course. Okay, let's go again. Beautiful this morning. Alright, again, some tennis courts in the background. If you want to play some tennis, you can check out on that as well. Please Google up. You know, the Holetown area. You'll find everything you want. It's lots and lots of hits you'll find up there. Lovely area. Now, if this doesn't sort of like steal your heart, I'm not sure what will. We're walking under a neem tree, just in case you did not know what this is. This is very good for medicinal purposes. They say it wards off mosquitoes. I don't know about that. It's also very good for like if you have the flu or bronchitis and stuff. Again, you can read up on that. That's a neem tree. Ornamental grass is absolutely stunning. The colors, beautiful. All right, there's the part that should steal your heart. We are walking through a shuttle complex. This is all individually run and operated stores. They have a Ganzi where I get all of our hats mainly come from through duty-free Barbados. We have the best of Barbados. We have numerous facilities in this area. Some say the price is a little bit more expensive here. I like to be realistic, by the way. I hope you all know that. It's not anything against anyone. I just like to be real. They say that some of the prices in these sections here are a little more expensive than other places on the island. I like to look around and see what else has been offered beyond the price. It is a beautiful place to sit and relax and watch the world go by. Lovely trees and stuff. So if you're coming down here, I won't come down here to shop. I'll come down here to walk around, enjoy the beauty of this area, take it all in, and then you can do some shopping. So it's like walking into a bar that doesn't charge an entry fee. When you walk into the bar, you get all the atmosphere and everything for free. If the drink's a little bit more expensive, does the atmosphere and the surroundings make up for the cost? I would say yes, definitely down here for sure. This is a shopping experience that you can take in. You can see all types of souvenirs and handicrafts. I'm not going to go to close to stores because they probably do have on their motion detectors and stuff. Although I'm so quick that I can hop in and out of areas and not be detected because of my absolute skills and speed, I don't want to take a chance this morning because I have a co-host that's very much slower than me. So, yeah, I didn't get any sticker or a joke for that one there, so there we go. Alright, so everything is advertised here. Real estate, Apes Hill. They also sell their properties here as well. You can get that if you want to know about Apes Hill. If you don't know about it, please look it up. It's a big, massive housing section on a golf course, a beautifully enhanced area. Again, more coffee shops. Coffee shops. There's also ice cream parlors down here. I am no longer vegan. I can eat ice cream. So if you want to bring me some coffee and ice cream, I can put the cheese one side on that given day. We like to point out this tree, but there are no cannonballs on it at the moment. But as you can see, the blossoms are all here. Very soon these will be up. So if you're coming to Barbados in November, December, these should actually have cannonballs on them, and the flowers will be full bloomed, which are absolutely beautiful. This just gives you an indication of what some of the flowers look like. Hopefully it will focus on it for you. But beautiful, beautiful flowers. You can see there's a honeybee on the inside, so you would know that it also has lots of pollen and stuff on it. Just beautiful. I hope you all are enjoying. Yes, no longer vegan. No question marks on that, please. I am no longer vegan. I'm no vegetarian. I turned vegetarian about 2 weeks ago. A friend asked me to come up, Ryan, the hikologist, the surfologist. He said to me, Nick, I would love to treat you to dinner, but I really can't do vegan. I said, no problem, buddy, you hold tight. I went into vegetarian immediately. So, Ryan, thank you for letting me eat some cheese and drink some cow's milk, etc. At least I don't have to look at this thing called coconut water anymore, that brackish water. I have other treats and desires. If you want some cigars, please come along. Get your cigars down here. I'm just going to show you a couple of the things that we're going around. I'm not show you too many of them. They're not really open, but I want to show you what this complex offers. You can see loads of seating areas. Looks like an oasis. You would never think this is in a busy, busy town like Holetown. It is absolutely beautiful. And over here is where you could take me. Yeah, as you can see, my name is in it. It says, life is sweet. That would be me, of course, because I am sweet. Sweet, lovable, kind, handsome, and absolutely amazing. For those that have not met me yet, I'm actually being very modest. I could continue all day talking about myself, but I really don't talk myself all day. See my person behind her? They're supervising your comments. If you tell me anything today, nonsense, she will stick me in my back and say, Nicholas, you're not answering vlogs today, but you need to address this situation now. So don't you get away today. I will give you strikes even although I don't take any comments today. I am that bad. I am the Beijing warrior. I do whatever I want to do. Always within the realms of law, though. I do not break law. I do not go down no entry signs. I do not, I always stop when I see a stop sign go up. You know, I abide by the laws and regulations of this country. I do not go into properties that you're not supposed to go in before they open. I don't believe in doing that. I do speak the truth 100% of the time. If Google or anything else tells you something that contradicts what I said, trust me, they are wrong. And the reason they are wrong is because I am perfect. I do not make mistakes. That is who I am. Chicken land, man. Barbados is turning chicken land. Every beach. Everywhere you go, chickens all over. The one thing for sure is we cannot be a starving society because I notice the chickens are increasing and not decreasing. If we were a starving nation, these chickens would be eaten all like now, but they walk around quite comfortably and happily. They're not running from me, so you would know they're safe in this area. Next door, you see in on the beach, now called Villas in the Beach. Lots of facilities here. Just before this here, sorry I didn't show it to you before, but I was too busy talking about very important subjects and matters. Is a Thai's restaurant. That's just before you get to actual villas on the beach. Many outlets here. Holetown. I like to say Holetown is a miniature south coast. if I was staying in Barbados, this is just my opinion as a person, I prefer the south, of course. Everybody knows that. But if I was staying in the West Coast, it would have to be Holetown because all the conveniences are here. I like conveniences around me. I like bars. I like nightclubs. I like all those kind of conveniences. Even if I don't go and party, I like to know they're there. This place will change in another hour. This is the Massey complex. You remember this here as the main Sunset Crest area where they had a gym upstairs and a supermarket, many souvenir stores and stuff. That's all changed. It's all Massey store here now. I will tell you, I've been having some breakfast here on occasions coming back from my vlogs. And I usually come here and get some breakfast from them. They open at 8 o'clock. Breakfast range is amazing. I've had some eggs in here, some vegetables, samosas, all types of food. It is absolutely great. The smell of the food when you walk in there is amazing. There's also someone here that paints called deviously. You would have seen the picture I had put up of Bob Marley. He did that for me. Actually, he did that for someone that brought it for me. But for the time he saw it, I was talking about it and the consciousness that Bob Marley brings to me. And he and myself have had many, many conversations. So if you want to see some amazing art, please come and have a look there. He's online, he's tagged in that photo. So if you want to know where it is, it's in that photo. Now, so that everyone does not get bored and see me looking at myself, I need to do it this way around, just so you can get a double look at me. This is called the Bajan Warrior profile look. You can see I'm handsome as the devil. Let me tell you, awesome person. I don't want to talk about myself too much more. I'll keep that off and also I won't talk anymore about me. So let's turn back around again. All right, we're gonna do across the road again. We're gonna take a trip over here. And now we have had many people that have had dinner over here. Really nice, great section over here on the beach itself, Zacchio's. They offer all types of food. I will tell you, if there's a Zacchio representative on board, your standards do vary from meal to meal. So maybe you can look at that. I will tell you that because I am a patron of theirs, so I can afford to say that. It's not putting you down. Okay, I think you have a great facility, and I think the times they've had excellent food there, it's been excellent, but I just think you need to get a little more consistent. And then we have, if you want to stay here as well, there are apartments in the back section here, Strandrift. As you can see, you can gamble your one-armed bandits as well. So the dangers of coming in front of the camera for the Bajan Warrior is we are not paid, subsidized by anyone but you. It is you and us. That is what we do. No one pays for anything. I can talk about establishments that I've experienced with no fear whatsoever because there's no one can pull their plug on me. No one can tell me not to speak about something. Obviously, I have to be careful because there's something called slander. But I am being very careful. But I do speak as I see it. You see Barbados, the beauty of Barbados through my eyes. That will not change. That is why we have not gone public. That is why we are not a business. That's why we're just a community of people that walk together and talk. Because like what I just did just now with the restaurant is for their good. It's not detrimental to them. It's for their good because I think they have an amazing facility. And I have eaten there a couple of times. And that's why I can say that sometimes it's excellent and sometimes it's good. But I would like it to be always excellent. Next door, if you want fast food, Burger King is over in that section over there. Restaurant right on the side, and also the fast food store or the convenience store for the gas station. Sorry, has everything that you may need. Maybe not the variety of stuff, but most definitely has what you would necessarily need for sure. Over on this side, lots of activities in this area. We have the Magistrates Court, as you can see right there. Just before that is the post office, and we have the police station in the center here. We have a library here. You also have the land tax, so you can pay here as well. So if you want to come to Barbados and buy land in Holetown area, you do not have to worry about driving all up into the Pine or anywhere else. You can do your transactions here as well. As we like to say, we like to give kudos to anyone that invests in Barbados. Massey, they have restored and keep this area in great condition. So you want to say thank you to Massey for investing back into the island. I think that is a wonderful thing. Thank you again for doing so. Conflicting dates on the monument here that commemorates the first landing. Loads of conflictions on it. There are dates that are being corrected. As you can see at the top here, it says that it was first settled in February of 1627. You will notice there are many different dates on here, but they have remained. So you can do your own investigation on that and look into that as well. But the official is February 1627. That's why we have the big festival here to commemorate the first landing in February. A real beautiful town, and it hasn't lost a lot of its features. It's still a church dead in the center of town. There are banks all over this place. They're small, as you've seen, souvenir chattel homes and stuff. In front of us is the Line Grove Lifestyle Centre. That's the place that I walk in, and I only window shop. I cannot go into these stores in here. I would buy a pair of pants in here that would probably be my entire wardrobe for a year. But for those of you that like those kind of brand name pants and stuff, I'm going to put out my own line soon called the Bajan Warrior clothing line. And you can buy from me a lot cheaper than theirs. I can tell you, may not last as long, but who really wants them to last long? They're supposed to hang on a wall, so you're not supposed to wear them anywhere. Remember, anything that I give you is like a treasured thing. It's sort of like finding a painting from years ago by Da Vinci or someone else. It's something of art, it's mastery, and it will be created soon. So keep your ears tuned for the Bajan Warrior clothing line. I will bring that on fairly soon as well. Yep, that's correct. I know you all can't believe it, but it's true. I'm definitely going on that road for sure. I have so many people that are saying to me, boy, you should really put out clothing for sure. I mean, I had a person the other day, he called himself King. Now, I thought his name was like John King, like our Calypsonian, but he was actually King of Arabia or somewhere like that. I can't remember where it was, but he looked that way. So, you know my memory already. I'm allowed to slip. And as you all know, this commentary is 100% truthful. I do not fabricate the truth. So you will know as a king from somewhere in this world said to me, boy, why don't you put your clothing out there? And I think I may do so because I see there are many people who are demanding it now. We're going to take a walk down the streets here. Everyone knows about them. Party action spots on our left. We're going to go down the extreme one first. We're going to walk our way back in. I'm not sure how the signal is in this area. So actually what I think I'll do is take an immediate left and we will walk down that area. Hopefully the signal will be good. As I said, I know it gets fadey around the bridge by where it was Discovery Bay that will be starfishing in the future. But I'm hoping that it won't fade off too much in this area. I think we've walked it before. I can't remember any disastrous effects. Maybe we've got a little pixeling and stuff, but nothing major. I see my commuting brother say he is going to have a safe commute. Good morning to my brother. You know what to do. Get to work safely, my man. The weekend has started. In a few hours' time, you'll be like me, doing nothing at all but walking around and talking stupidness. So get ready for that. Good thing about my retirement is that I can do this every day. I can watch sunrises every day. I can watch sunsets. I can watch whatever I want. But I am dedicated to the journey, which means that 6 to 8 hours going to the journey after the vlogging. However, not today, as I'd mentioned, or tomorrow. The special guests, I should say, substandard guests again, just to sort of like rile them up. They're going to be coming to me tomorrow. They'll be begging. They'll be saying, Nick, please, please, please. I had to tell them to get off their knees. There was no need for that. So they're going to be joining me tomorrow. Good morning to all of you all. How are you today? Carrying Barbados to the world. Oh, okay? Take care. All right, Line Grove Centre again. I would walk through there, but they actually have up steel gates, barred steel gates, as you can see. Because you know if that was open just by a crack or a crevice, I'd be gone. Through there for sure. Security would have to come and tell me to leave. But as I told you before, I operate, you know the way law is. I always say you never break the law. And if you do break the law, make sure you can run as fast as me. Because I'm the Olympian. Alright, again, a Rialto store, a Rialto business just around the corner. I think it's Rialto's Limited. We then have some high-end clothing here as well, if you want to get some stuff. And what is very new down here is the CNI hardware store. They're obviously closed at the moment, but this is something that's new down here. So this street is beginning to wake up again for sure. There are numerous bars in here and restaurants and mews. There's Red Door, which is only, I would have to say, the upmarket nightclubs, discotheques on the island. No, I don't think you use the word discotheques anymore. That's usually Red Door Club. And then there are other options around here where there's lots of live entertainment. This place is a hive of activity. Very limited parking. So if you're going to want to park here, you may want to park somewhere around maybe Massey's area on a night or anywhere like that there. Obviously you don't want to block up anyone's property. So if you are coming down here and parking, please remember, as you can see, strictly no parking. These people do get a little bit irate. If you come and park here, you may not find your vehicle. And when you do find it, it may not have on tires or doors, so you be careful. I'm not trying to say that they would do that, but if I owned it, I would do that for sure. You will come and find a shell. You find your engine in a different part of the scrapyard, all over the place. Well, you could see, this is Jamestown Bar and Grill. Beautiful. Now, I don't want to go up any property, but I know that we have some nosy people, especially one with me, along with the nosiest of all, Mr. Rayco. So I just want to show you what the decking area looks like. Obviously, there'll be bar stools all out here at night for you. Full entertainment. Down here is most definitely, I would have to say, one of the busiest areas in Holetown. And it would be similar to St. Lawrence Gap. However, St. Lawrence Gap stretches, as you all know, for a long, long distance, and down here is like maybe a tenth of St. Lawrence Gap, but the activity in here is all compact. From door to door, there's action down here. At the very end, a favorite with a lot of our family have been here all this year, family are coming here, everybody's saying, we're going to Mango Bay. This is Mango Bay entrance. As you can see, it looks like nothing from here, but we're gonna have a peep at it from the beach side. Also want to show you a new establishment that's opened up, that's owned and operated by the same person that operates here in the sands. We'll be showing that as well. We are full of information. As you can see, it's all critical, all about historic facts and figures and dates. Look, I see my co-star is come. Oh, she has. Oh, hold it up a little bit higher for me. Beautiful. Don't move. Stay right there. They told you to take it from me? Okay. I'll deal with you all later on. I realize that she is not in my corner. She's one of the women warriors that threaten me every day. That was a terrible underhanded move, but don't mind. I've seen myself enough in the morning. And furthermore to that there, I can see myself whenever I want. Let her take this mirror from me now. So don't mind I can't get my picture in picture. Don't mind you all can't see me twice at one time. You all can see me once. So just, yeah, hello. It's perfect, perfect. See, she's actually helping me out. So all of you all people like see Great Police and that falsified committee, waste of time. All right, so action. More action up inside of here. As you can see, this bar here, the TML, One Love Bar. This is the action spot in this gap. I will have to say, every night they'll have entertainment down here. When they don't have entertainment, trust me, they have the drinks to make you think that you are being fully entertained. So if you want to come down here, come and check this out. TML, they do karaoke and stuff. I was going to sing here, but I know if I sing here, they'll probably want to stop the karaoke and just have me as their guest singer every week. So I'm going to leave that off for now. Beautiful. Hey, how are you going, man? All right, so we're walking down to the beach. We're not going to go through any place up here, but just let you know. Yeah, thanks, man. Got that covered. All right, so just in front of us is Palm Beach condos. You would have seen in my recommended places. I am going to be adding to that, but I actually have to go into places and look for myself and make sure that they're what I would like to recommend. I would definitely recommend here for sure. It is in an area that is sort of like St. Lawrence Gap, so you will have the same kind of conditions. You will have some late night music. You will have some activities that go on like St. Lawrence Gap. We are in a resort area. We're not out in the country, so you would expect that anywhere down here, anywhere in the Holetown area, you will be experiencing that. Now this drive-through is where all of the boats are launched from down here. A majority of the boats, speed boats, etc. All this parking area is taken up. The new facility that's open, I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes time. I do know the name. I'm not waiting to see the sign, but I'm going to give you a second to see if any of you all can guess what it is. This facility is the entrance to it as well. Limited parking, really limited. All the streets that we've just come down will be cars on bumpers of cars parked on a night when it's active. As I said, all this beach area here will have cars parked. As you can appreciate, down here is where the guys launch and pull out the boats. If you're coming down, please put that in mind and memorize that this is where the guys launch from. Please do not park in this area that you're seeing in the center of the camera, or you will obviously not have a very good experience. These guys obviously play their business from here, and any interruption to anyone's business nowadays doesn't go down too well. I see people have called the name. Great. We're not going to say any more yet. We're just going to bring you around to it. So there's no parking besides what you're seeing here on the street coming down. However, if you want to enjoy, I would have to say, a great beach facility. I have not been in, but I've certainly been in front of it quite a few times at different times of the day and stuff. It is calmer. This is owned by Mr. Odell, who also owns Mango Bay and also the sands on the south coast. This is very similar, I would say, to maybe Nikki down on the west coast. Or that's close, but it looks like that way. It's a very poshy, lovely establishment. It doesn't have a pier and stuff. It doesn't need it because it has a massive beach. You'll see that in a few seconds time. So all these speedboat guys operate from here. So remember that when you come and park your vehicle. If it's in daylight hours, you're going to have some problems if you park in front of these guys and block them. So let's keep it pleasant. Let's keep the respect going. Let's keep it peaceful. Now this is, I would say, one of the most beautiful beaches in Barbados. I actually have fallen in love with this beach, and that is because they have all the coves. It's very gentle, consistent water conditions. I'm a South Coast person, so please put all that nonsense back in your pipe and smoke it. I am not a West Coast person, I'm a South Coast person, but I can appreciate beauty no matter which coastline it's on. Reason why is, it's Barbados. not anywhere else. We're not in another visiting another country. We're in Barbados. Anywhere in Barbados is beautiful. Everywhere in Barbados is beautiful. So all of these wooden chairs and these sun deck chairs will be all in this general area here later on today. They have their beach umbrellas. They have bar service that comes out to you on the beach. You don't have to get up. You can come over and sit down in your chair and relax the entire day. Every form of water sports activity that you could want, from sailing, from power crafts, from catamarans, from glass bottom boats, no matter what you want, you will find in this area. As you can see, it's a massive beach. The only downturn to this beach is that it has no public facilities otherwise than the bars and stuff. Unlike some of the other beaches that have NCC facilities where you can go and change or shower or whatever, you don't have that here. You would have to walk to one of the establishments in the general area, or you can maybe go over by Massey or something, but there's nothing right on the beach as you would have on some of the other better beaches, or what I would refer to as being the better beaches only because of the facilities. But if you want bars and restaurants, if you want this kind of atmosphere down here, it's absolutely beautiful. We're going to walk a little further down in front of Mango Bay because I know I have some friends who are coming there in a few days' time. So I want to show them where it is. And I'll also point out the same condos from this side as well, just briefly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bay. This is the Holetown Bay, referred to as Discovery Bay, not just because of the hotel, but it was named after the hotel. Or some even call it the Stiletto Bay. Stiletto Bay, because you can see that catamaran out there. The two brothers operate Stiletto. This is where they have played from for as long as I can remember. This is where they did their operation from. So I like to call it Stiletto Bay. They're I would say the official catamarans here. Not that other catamarans don't come in, but they actually are moored here and stuff, which makes it even nicer. Just beautiful facilities. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a circle of love. You don't have to move closer. I'll go over your head. You're a shorty, so I can take care of that. So here we go. Circle of love, starting at Kama, ending at Kama. Enjoy. This is a longer vlog than normal. We've been trying to keep it at 30 minutes, and that's not because we're lazy. It has to be try to keep it at 30 minutes so we can get more out of general areas, so we don't have to redo the thing too often. And also because 30 minutes is fresh kind of time, but today's going to be a little longer because we're doing a little bit more walking. And as I don't have to answer your 500,000 comments, I will just take my time this morning. Alright, so the same Palm Beach condos just over here. The condos run from the seaside up to the land side. All of them face to the north, and they have a beautifully matured garden and swimming pool in there as well. You can always look them up on site. I'm sure you'll be able to find their tags. We had 74 on just now, which means we're going to have over 100 today for sure. We're down into 65 now. Thank you for staying with us and not leaving us and abandoning us. We're going to take a swim now, as we promised to do just now. We're going to take this swim with you this morning, and then we're going to come back out. So I'm hoping that my co-star will join me. She might say it's too cold, because you know these people from overseas cannot take the cold weather like me. I am the Bajan warrior. I have an outer skin that is called a force field. I can shun off water. I can shun off cold. I'm just an amazing person. Mango Bay. Those of you all that are Mango Bay fans, this is where you're going to be coming in a few days' time. This is where you're going to be. I see somebody saying something about stop bragging. There's only one man as handsome as me on here. And that, well, I won't say as handsome, nearly as handsome. And he's known as Q. So when we walk down the street, they say GQ, because we walk distance between us, so they have to look from one to the other like a tennis match. And that is how they represent us as being GQ. And that is obviously amazing. Steve, good morning to you, my brother. We're ready to shock the world. So you bring down your handsome self. Let us walk around. Let us show the world how handsome we both are together on a vlog. I don't know if we can take all that beauty in one place, but we'll certainly try it. I see everybody here talking a lot of nonsense. I'm going to have to go through these here today and obviously reprimand some people, because they definitely, I see some real insults going on here. Alright, so beautiful this morning. Very quick drop off. Multiple drop offs where we are. The sand is moving a lot. There's a lot of movement in the sand. You can see the water is not quite as clear as it sometimes is, but then again, the sun is not up. But the sand underfoot, when you're stepping down here, very soft and very pure. Absolutely clean and beautiful sand. So we can do a waterborne 360. This is actually, no, not a 360, I don't want to talk. We're going to reverse, so I'll give you a anti-clockwise circle of love. Here we go. And as you can see, somebody's hiding behind me. We're full of tricks, so full of plans. You know already, I am creative. I'm a master at creations as well. You all will know that for sure. You know, God has blessed me with a lot of things. And some of them are kind-hearted and caring and compassionate. And person who loves to help others in times of their need. And person who loves to let others help me in times of my need. And that's what we're all about. The journey is something that's not my journey. This is a journey that God has led me on. And a journey that others have walked their own, not my journey, they're walking their own with me each and every day. So it is important that we remember what our essence is, and that's love, peace, and happiness. We're against the strife and the war and the conflicts and everything that's negative. You know, if you can help your brother, if it's just with a smile, if that's all you can afford today, it costs you nothing. But that smile is like $1 million to someone that is deep in a dark hole. It means they feel love, they feel compassion, they feel the desire to go on. It's a simulation for them to start all over. So remember, your smile is a fortune. If you can't afford to pull out a 25-cent piece or $1 and give someone today if they're asking for it, just smile and say good morning. It goes a long way. I watch it every morning. I can't afford to give people that ask me, but I can afford to give them a smile. I can afford to give them encouragement, and I can afford to let them know about the light that I find, and hopefully they will also do the same. So from myself, just 1 minute, I'm going to get back here for her now. From our co-star today, which is the most troublesome one. I guess today maybe a little bit quiet because she's here. I don't know what she's been typing, because she's been typing as well. Stole my camera, which is, oh, sorry, my mirror, which is disgusting. But for all of us here, from the entire EMC crew, which is our care team, our Munch Kings, our Hall of Famers, and each and every one of the individual EMC members that make this possible. Okay, this is about us. This is not possible for me to do, or not possible for Jeanette, myself, and 10 others to do. This is about hundreds and hundreds of people that come together every morning trying to bring peace and happiness to those around them. Have a great day. Remember, please, no comments will be answered today. Unlikely that there will be. I may fish out one or two, but please do not think that you're being overlooked or neglected. I really don't have a choice. I do have some commitments today and tomorrow that I need to address. And therefore, I want you all to know that you're not left out. You're in my heart. I mean, watch as many comments as I can, because I want to see what you're saying. But understand, I will not be able to react as I normally do to your comments. And I don't say respond, because I get vexed and react and give you a strike just like that. So for all of you that want to walk tomorrow, remember, if you're on the island, our Jeremy Giddens, Mr. Jeremy Giddens and his investigation team are checking to make sure you're actually on the island, because there's some people like Mr. Ray Cope, who is not here yet, that will probably say, I'm on the island, where are you going tomorrow? That's not going to work. Our driver knows every day where we're going. Sometimes she has to call me and say, where are we going today, Nick? Like this morning, I was so tired then. But yes, I made it this morning. As you can see, as soon as I hit the start button, as I keep telling everyone, my life starts. God takes over. I am just walking and He's directing me. And I know for sure that He gives me the wit and the comedy. I bring it out in my own way, but I know for sure He gives me the inspiration and the encouragement, just like each and every one of you. Love you all. Peace and love from Barbados, from my co-star, myself, and everyone at the EMC. Have a great day. Please share your love, share your kindness, share your happiness with all those around you. Make this world a better place, please. I can promise you, whatever you give away, you'll be given it back tenfold. We don't give to receive, but God will give you it, because I have felt it that way. Your positive light, you keep following. You keep doing what your positive light asks you to do, and you will be rewarded. Even in the dark days, you will always see light. Have a great day. Love you all.